Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the league's premier first basemen, Votto and Rizzo, coming up next. Kyle Hendricks is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled all season long.
Jose Peraza heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 9.
Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. The throw into second, and he is in there.
Oh, it's just so important for a visiting ball club to come out swinging in the first inning. You got to do what you can do to get on the board first. And he gives him a good shot at that right here as he kicks off the night with a leadoff double.
Here's Brandon Phillips, as the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. Hayward is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, they got to hit the ball somehow, man. They're dead last in hits. And it's so hard to get a rally going if you can't string together hits consistently, and they have not been doing that.
Joey Votto will stride in as he's running out of time now if he wants to make a late push for that home run crown. First pitch coming, here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Number 5 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
First offering on its way. Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
The thing about what he's been able to accomplish this year is that he's playing the most demanding position on the field, yet he's still putting up excellent numbers. Nowadays, there just aren't too many catchers that can do this, so when you find one, you better hold on to him tight.
Standing in now, Kyle Waldrop.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first here at Wrigley. 2-0 Cincinnati. Dan Straley gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Ben Zobrist comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
After the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Here it comes, 2-0. Hit in the air out to center field. Peraza waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He enters this game atop the senior circuit in home runs, so his elite power has been on display all year. He can certainly change a game with only one swing, so we'll see if he shines bright in this one.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
Here it comes on 3-0. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Chris Bryant takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in as you take a look at that highlighted column on your screen. He's closing in on that home run title.
Well, he does have a shot at that home run title, but he's only hit 2 home runs in his last 10 games, so might be tailing off a little.
First pitch on its way. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out. This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from third.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. He pulls this one into right. Waldrop is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, he's going to wind up with an RBI on this ball, but I got to think that he was imagining extra bases after this ball left his bat. It's a nice play out there in the alley to run it down.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Into the box now, number 5, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Numbers-wise, he's at 326. No home runs as of yet, and 4 RBIs. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Grounded to third. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. The Reds are on top, 2-1. Zach Cozart will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. High in the air and deep to left center field. Schwarber going back on it, and a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 10 for him on the year, and it gives the Reds a 3-1 lead.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, Well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Ivan De Jesus Jr. will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen.
Ivan De Jesus Jr.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Into the box, Tyler Holt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball one.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Just missing here, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Stepping in now, Dan Straley. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And with your pitcher at the plate, you always like it when he can get that bunt down on the very first pitch. Not only do you let him get back to the dugout and rest up just a little bit, but you also keep that momentum going. And that's a nice job right there.
In now, Jose Peraza, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That's inside, 2-0.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run right there.
Here's Brandon Phillips as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
2 outs here with a runner at third. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 5-1.
And if he was hoping for a return to form, doesn't look like it's in the cards here. Remember, he gave up 6 runs his last time out, and this is now 5 against him here. So something's just not working for him out there.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Got to wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
Hit to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs 1. Addison Russell will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently it's 6 games entering play.
Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
1-1. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Settling in now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized as a great, actually an elite offensive player, but he's one of the better defensive first basemen as well. He's won a Gold Glove. He's got quick reflexes, soft hands. And most important, he does not make mental mistakes out in the field.
The pitcher, Kyle Hendricks, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. 1 there. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're down here 5-1. Devin Mesoraco is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Right side, hit hard. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
This has got to be a bit of a concern. I mean, he wasn't too sharp his last time out. He's not fooling anybody right now. Just not pitching at a level he's capable of. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Kyle Waldrop stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Surprised that the bullpen hasn't swung into action yet?
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I think I'd at least get a couple guys up there scurrying around down there, or thinking about ordering a pizza or something.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
That's ball 2.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. None left for Cincinnati. They're up 5-1. Ben Zobrist digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 39 on the season for him, and it's now a 5-2 game.
This guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. And this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Chris Bryant walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. That home run being called a 426-foot shot. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 5-2. Ivan De Jesus Jr. is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is the center fielder. 1 out.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Now to the plate, Tyler Holt. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Ball.
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
That's
3-1 now as that misses down and in. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him, that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
That's generally the rule. If you throw a pitch on 2-1, you'll probably see it again on 3-2, and he comes up empty there.
Into the box, Dan Straley. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Not a real good throw there. He just seemed to rush that ball. You can see a good effort there at first as he sticks that right leg out as far as he can, but he just can't seem to get it to stick in the pocket.
Into the box now, Jose Peraza, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
And he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here it comes, 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Center fielder has a beat on it. And that retires the side. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs 2. And there is Jason Hayward. As we told you, he'll start things out here in the home fourth. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he'll be selective up there now because the Cubs would love to have a leadoff walk here.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Number 5 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Off and running is Hayward. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. He's on the move again from first. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
And he takes strike three cold on the fastball. One gone.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Here's Addison Russell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. One out and a runner on second base. That's by him for strike one. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And the slider gets him swinging. Two gone.
Let's take you through that at-bat right here on Show Track. Now you're going to see he'll start things off with a nice slider. But he's not going to double that pitch up. He's going to keep that one in his back pocket for a little while until he needs it again. Then after a little bit of a battle, goes back to that slider and finishes him off.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. They trail 5-2. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as internet sensation Dat Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. One down.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Joey Votto We'll try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
The catcher, number 39, Devin Mesoraco.
Devin Mesoraco strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
We saw this in his last start. He just hasn't been able to find that put-away pitch with 2 strikes that you got to have at this level.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They're still out in front, 5-2. Chris Coughlin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Chris Coughlin.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Holt moving to his left. 1 away.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Sliced hard on the ground. Phillips is up with it. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Chris Bryant Steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. To short. Cozart has it. Underhanded flip. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. And the deficit remains 5-2. Johnson will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 80.
Kyle Waldrop will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Ground ball left side. Bryant's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Zach Cozart will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Right back at him, but I think it got his glove. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound. And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Stepping in now, Ivan De Jesus Jr. as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Runner goes for second. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. They'll force it up to second, and they do get the out there.
Kind of lucky to get it out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Into the box, Tyler Holt. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
And now our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Now for Rizzo, another extra base hit to add to the total, now 19 on the year. That evens it up 1-1. No one out with a runner at second. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting, number 5.
Number 5 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One out and a runner on 3rd. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Hot shot on the ground to short. Fielded by Cozart. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Manufactured run right there. You hit the double to start the inning off, and then it's all about get him over and get him in. And 2 straight groundouts do that job.
Addison Russell Bats now, and we'll try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Peraza sprinting after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Dan Straley is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Pitcher, Dan Straley.
Popped high in the air. Zobrist is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
As far as rookie pitchers are concerned, he looks pretty poised out there. He doesn't have that deer in the headlights look that many guys have. He's just going about his business, and he gets the pop up there.
Digging in, Jose Peraza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
No strike.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Two and 0 pitch on the way. Strike called, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Ball 1.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Ball
2-0.
inside.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Schwarber ranging back. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and it remains 5-3. Wilson Contreras steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he misses with it, 1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. A quick out, number one.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Number 75 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Well, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. You can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still down 5-3. Justin Grimm will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Justin Grimm.
Joey Votto will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
The 2-1 on its way. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Devin Mesoraco will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. On the ground to third. Bryant takes it in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Waldrop.
Digging in now, Kyle Waldrop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Two out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Throws in on strike three for the final out of the inning. Reds are down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Blake Wood is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Blake Wood.
Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
1-1. Here it is. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Chris Bryant stands in. Lays off 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Anthony Rizzo stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. hit hard back up the middle. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Jason Hayward will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Comes set, now the pitch. Out in front of it, strike one. The 0-1 delivery. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A runner on first with 2 away. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
2 out with the man at first. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Waldrop has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Zach Cozart, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Ryan Williams come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Zach Cozart, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tapper up the line. Backhanded. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Yeah, give him 3 hits now for the ball game. This one's probably the weakest of the bunch, but I doubt he'll be complaining. I know I wouldn't be.
Ivan De Jesus Jr. gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Grounded, foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Hit on the ground is short. Russell has it. Zobrist on to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Well, the one thing this guy definitely has coming in out of the bullpen is that hard sinking fastball. And here it is in all its glory as he gets the big double play ball to take away the pressure.
In now, Tyler Holt. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. That's popped up, now towards short right field. Zobrist is there for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 hit's all they get. Nothing in the Cincinnati 9th. Last chance coming up now for the Cubbies. They'll be chasing 2. It's 5-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jumbo Diaz is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 70, Jumbo Diaz. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number
5 will step in, 0 for 3, but with an RBI. Tap fouled at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Smoked on the ground left side. Speared on the dive. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. Young man, welcome to the big leagues. He's thinking, that's a knock in AAA. And it probably is, but not up here. They can play some D up here. That's some big-time glove work to come up with this and make a strong throw to get him.
Here's Addison Russell. Looked like a slider there, swing, and a ball sent high in the air. This one is way back there, and it is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. Well, he's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Well, that last home run estimated at a distance of 421 feet. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
2-1, here it is. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Dexter Fowler will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
24, Dexter Fowler.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, he did serve up the home run here to make this one a little bit more interesting. But in the end, he does get the job done, and he nails down the save.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 5-4. Good night from Chicago.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.